Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges that actually make saving fun. We have big goals to get out of debt, to get ahead on our bills, and to totally transform how we think about money. If you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it, you're in the right place. In today's video, we are going to bring back Tiny Tuesdays. So we're going to be working in our tiny binder and starting a new series, the Smore Savings. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's get to it. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. I hope you are having a fantastic week so far. I like Tuesdays because they're not Mondays. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? I'm going to be filming. I'm filming in advance, which is pretty typical for me, but I'm going to be filming fairly quickly because I have quite a bit to do in a very short amount of time, and big busy plans for this weekend when I'm filming. And the start of next week when I leave for my trip. So, trying to get a whole bunch recorded and edited and posted so that we can stay consistent with our videos. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So previously we've been doing our minis and our tinies on the same day. And I've been watching a bunch of creators and saw some cute collabs. And so I decided that I wanted to do a new series and stretch this tiny idea a little bit further. So, since I'm adding another tiny style binder, I decided to put these two together back on Tuesdays. So, Tiny Tuesdays is back, and I'm excited about it. But we will start with our traditional tinies. We've already started some challenges here, so we're going to work on those, and we'll continue working on those. They're not going away. And then when we're done with that, we will pull out the s'mores binder. So how much do we have to save with today? Well, first we're going to take our buyback fives and put them in the back. They will come out later. And then we have our spicy amount, which is usually $10 in 2 5s, but we have recently switched to using $2 bills so that we have 5 spicy bills to mix in, and then everybody gets a little more love. And then we have our typical $20 that's remaining. So we're saving a total of 30 today, and we're going to mix in some spicy twos. So that the dice can decide who gets those. So I just thought that kind of jazzed that up and spread the love a little further. All right, so we'll set that aside for just a second while we get out the rest of our challenges. All right, our little ghosty dashboards here. So this is the order we're going to be playing today. We're going to be spot number 1 is going to go for Christmas. 2 is going to be the emergency fund. 3 is holidays and celebrations. 4 is eating out. Oh, they're sticking together. I was like, that's not possible. We have more than that. Yeah, they're sticking together. Okay, let's try this again. Holidays and celebrations. Month ahead is in 4. Little birds will be in 5. Debt will be in 6. Self-care in 7. And eating out will be 8. Okay, so for this one, we just use our 8-sided die and we put down a bill for every turn. And the 8-sided die will tell us who's getting the bill. So we'll get to it. Up first is 5, so that's going to be Little Birds. Little Birds is starting it off. Oh, y'all, I am not going to lie, I'm a little overwhelmed this week, but it's very important to me that I stay consistent with my videos. I found in the past it's really easy to make excuses for why I can't do it. And that's fine if I get to a point where I decide I really do need to take it easy one week, or I can't deliver on something. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but if it's at all possible, I want to keep consistency with the channel and with the videos, because what would happen previously is I would say, okay, I'm gonna set this aside and I'll film later, and then I wouldn't, and then everything would get confusing. Okay, we just need some love for 1 here. 1 does not have anything. So I'm glad I'm doing this, but I've got to film this, and I have just a little bit of time to do that. And then I'm off to a nail appointment, and then I'm off to Ponca City, which is here in my area. It's where my sister lives. She is having, there's number one, she is having her 40th birthday party at her house. So I'm going to meet my mom there and celebrate my sister. And then when we're done with that, me and my mom are heading back to her house, and we're going to have kind of a girls' night at her house. So that's fun. And then, of course, Sunday I will leave and head back here because Monday I have to go back to work. And then very early Tuesday morning, I'm on a plane to Orlando. So just bang, bang, bang. And I am a homebody. I'd rather be sitting at home on the couch reading a book in my pajama pants on my weekends. So this is not typical for me, but you got to do what you got to do, especially when family is involved. So I'm going to be okay, but it's a bit of a crazy week. Okay, so up first, let's see what eating out got. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This fund is always just a little bit depleted. Eat out a lot at work, particularly. Okay, so this one comes from floating funds. This set comes from floating funds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they're just adorable. Let's see what we have in here so far. We have a 5, so we will have a total of $9 for eating out with floating funds as of this week. Wonder if we're going to complete anything today. We completed a bunch of minis in our last video, but it kind of goes in a pattern. Okay, self-care is next. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what's behind our dashboard here. Oh, it's one of ours. So 4 Dizzy Birds. And we have 2 cards that we're working on there. So 6 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we only need 1 more next week and we'll have that one completed. So we have already in here a 5. And let's trade this in for a buyback 5. So we have a total of $11 and we'll have 12 for self-care if we're able to complete next week. Self-care goes to things like nails and hair appointments. Mostly mine because mine's the most expensive, but also the boys. All 3 of the boys, get their hair cut regularly. So always need a little bit extra for that. All right, debt. Dun, dun, dun. All right, how much did debt get? Ooh, at least it got 2 spicy 2s. Debt is not messing around this week. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $8 for debt. Let's see who we have here behind the dashboard. Oh, this is another one of mine. Okay, this was a set. You can get this set on my Ko-fi. It's a set of tinies for Halloween. What did I say? Gosh, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So we are getting really close on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So we'll just need 2 to finish that one up for debt. And we'll get to add that to the debt binder if we can finish that up next week. So that's exciting. Oh, let's see how much we had in here already. Oh, yeah. Forget to do our buyback 5s. We do the buyback 5s because the 2s and the 1s, they go fast with all the minis and tinies that we do. And also it helps to keep the envelopes condensed so they don't get too stuffed. All right, so far in debt, we have 5, 10, 12, 13, and 14. $14 so far. And we should have 16 when we're done. So that'll be a nice little boost. Nice little addition to our debt payment for October. Okay, up next is Little Birds. They got 2. Let's see what we got back here. And our Little Birds are anything that the kiddos need, usually related to school. We are working with Becca Budget 777 on this one. Slow growth here. So we'll cross off 2 Spideys on her cute little set of freebies. And let's see if we have, yeah, we have a buyback 5 hiding in here. So we will grab that. And we have a total of $6 so far for little birds. And they've got a little ways to go. I'm going to step it up with them. It's usually Finn's lunch account. Little stinker is always getting double breakfast. He eats at home and then he goes and checks out what they have on the menu. And then goes and has a second breakfast. Okay, so month ahead is going to get $2 today. And who do we have back here? Ooh, we have another Becca Budgets. I love this one. Blah, blah, blah. Am I going to get lucky and pick the right marker? Probably not. I really want to, though. Let's see. Is this it? Hey, yeah, I think it is. All right. So we're going to color in 2 and finish our first blah. I love her little cupcake freebies. Having a lot of fun with these. They're so cute. All right. So $2 more going in for month ahead, I think. If I remember correctly. Y'all, I thought my short-term memory would be better being morning. Nope. Okay, so we should have a total of 4 in here. And we do $4 for month ahead. Love getting the month ahead ones done because we get to do a boost in that binder. And that is just so rewarding. Okay, up next, holiday celebrations. This one can go to any upcoming holiday or we can add it to Christmas, just depending, but it'll likely end up going to Halloween depending on when we get it finished. We're getting $4 in this one. Let's see, what do we have? All right, we got spooky budgets. And we're doing 1 per icon. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's see what we've got in here so far. Got $3. We can definitely trade this in for a buyback 5 and have a total of 7 so far for spooky budgets and probably Halloween. All right, next is emergency fund. It only got $1. It must have not heard about the washing machine debacle. It needs to step it up. All right, we're doing a set of tinies from Budget with Carly. We have just gotten this one started, so we got a ways to go. We're just going to be adding 1. That is okay. Maybe next week it'll get more love, and we have a total of 4 so far for this set. But yeah, washing machine died this week, so we are hoping the repairman will go easy on us and we won't deplete the emergency fund. But you know how life goes. You never really know. All right, up next is a category specifically for Christmas. It got 3, which is an uneven number, and we decided that we were going to do $2 per for these peppermints. And this comes from Lady Di Saves. So we're going to put the $2 in the back, and we're going to have a total of $6 in. But I'm going to get this buyback 5. Sorry if that was confusing. $6 in the back, and then we will have 1 in the front to help us the next time. All right, so with that, easy peasy lemon squeezy, as Finn says, we have finished up our traditional tinies binder. All right, and then I'm going to put these back in their home, and then I'm going to show you the new binder that I put together with this awesome collab and show you how we're going to play that. All right, so we will set that back where it goes. We'll move this money aside and reset here for our s'mores binder. Okay, so if you've been watching videos here on YouTube for other budgeters, you've likely seen this collab come around. But this comes from Anna Banana Budgets and Blue Kiwi Budgets, and it's basically dashboards and these fun cards that allow us to save with even smaller amounts. So it comes with a printable for 25 cents and 50 cents. And I wanted to keep things as even as possible so it would be easier to count them up. So I just printed enough to have all 50 cents. So all of these cards say 50 cents. and they're going to serve as prop money. Okay. And then I decided that I could find $15 each week to add to this challenge. So what we do is we take our $15 and we go and we put it back here in our bank envelope. So this $15 will stay back here. And this prop money here will represent that $15 in 50-cent increments. I hope it makes sense. And it is my first time playing, so, it might be a little rough the first go around, but I've got challenges from each creator here back and behind each dashboard. And what I think we're going to do is each icon is going to be one. So if we only get a 50-cent, we will cross out half of the icon. So for this one, we'll be saving $6. This one comes from Agape Book Club, and I'm excited. So it's an envelope number 1. And envelope number 2, we have one from Savings with Tracy. So this one might be a little bit harder to do, but we'll figure it out. We're smart. We're smart cookies. We'll figure it out. All right. So in spot number 3, we have another one from Savings with Tracy. She's got a set for s'mores, which just perfectly fits the s'mores binder. So we will just keep working on that one. In spot number 4, we have this cute pumpkin challenge from Enchanted Toadstool Budgets. And in spot 5, we have one I found from Penny Picture Budgets, this adorable ghost with this pumpkin. All right, in spot number 6, we have one from my set. This is a printable set in my Ko-fi, just Halloween Tinies. In spot number 7 from also Agape Book Club is her Black Cat freebie. In spot 8 is from the Dramatic Panda. For my next trick, I will forget to respond. Love that. In spot number 9, we have one from Wild Everest, Spooky Season. How cute is that? So that will save us $8 total. And then in spot number 10, we have, oh yeah, these are tied to the Halloween watch party, which by the way, I shared in another video that we're doing the Halloween watch party that is sponsored or hosted by Agape. And these are the tinies that go along with that. So we'll be working on that set from spot number 10, and we'll introduce each of the creators as we finish those off. Now, like with my minis and tinies, each one of these has a allocation already decided for it. So when we complete it, we will add it to that sinking fund or that larger savings goal. Okay, you with me so far? Well, let's see how this goes. Let's see. Let's get out our 4-sided dice, and we need our 10-sided dice. I think this is the first time in a while I've used this one. Okay, so make sure everything is visible to you. Yes, it is. We're good. All right, so if this goes the way I think, we're going to take our prop bills here. We're going to roll both dice. It's going to tell us which challenge. So it says challenge 1 and how many bills it's going to get. So this says 4. So we're going to give 4 there in spot number 1. Okay, now we're going to 5, and 5 is getting 1. And then when we're done, we will count it all up. 5 is also going to get 2 more. So that's exciting. 5 is getting 4 more. All right, what's going on here? 5 is trying to steal it. 5 is trying to steal it. All right, spot number 1 is getting 1. Okay, what is up with the dice this week? We're having a lot of repeats. All right, let's shake it up. Oh, spot 10 for $4 or 4 bills. Gonna have to get in the habit of saying that differently. This is 6 and getting 3. 6 and 3. This is so fun. I just love, and I didn't think I would when I first started. I really do love the idea of the tiny wins, and that it doesn't matter how much you have to save as long as you're consistent. And I know that's hard when you're watching other budgeters save just super huge, large amounts, and I'm kind of going through that right now. I just don't have as much as I usually did. So, just kind of sticking with it. 5 is stealing all the money. And knowing that if I stay consistent and, work on getting that debt paid off, getting some breathing room, that, my goals, I will hit my goals. But if you do nothing, you won't, right? So, goodness gracious. Okay, so the next number will get the last one, which is 10. Okay, woo, mess. All right, so we definitely had some of the same ones getting all of the money. Let's see what we got. All right, so in spot number 1, we got 50. So 1, 2, 50, $2.50 going to whatever is back here. All right, so this is what we're talking about. All right, so we can color in 1 hole, 2, and then we have to go down the middle here and do 50 cents for this one, if that makes sense. All right, so we will set that aside and put this guy back in there. All right, let's see. 2 didn't get anything. That's okay. 3 got 50 cents. Let's see what we have going on in 3. Oh, it's our s'mores challenge. Okay, so we're going to just color in 1/2 of a circle here for 50 cents. All right, so 3 is done for this week. That's savings with Tracy. 4 didn't get anything. 5 was stealing all the money. Really. All right, we got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and $6. Goodness gracious. Well, we needed it. This is a little bit of a bigger one, so it must have known what we need. So 6 of these guys are going to get crossed off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Goodness, 5 penny pincher budgets. Super cute challenge though. Okay, moving on. Spot number 6 got a few. Got $1.50. So let's see what we had back there. Oh, that's one of ours. So we're going to color in 1 full circle and then 1/2. So 1 1/2. Is that making sense now? All right. Okay. I just wasn't thinking I could do the 25 cents. It was just going to get too complicated. So 50 cents it is for us. Okay. 7 did get 50 cents. This is agape. We will just cross or color in 1/2 a circle here because progress is still progress. Okay. And then 8 didn't get anything. Poor 8 or 9, but 10 got quite a bit here. Let's see. We had 1, 2, 3, and 4. We love it when it's even. All right. So now we get to be introduced here to our creators from the Halloween watch party, which, by the way, if you guys are interested, I'll link everybody below. I am participating in the Halloween watch party, and that was 4, right? Yeah, it was 4. Okay. So if you all want to help others out by doing watch hours, you can check that out. It's hosted by Agape, and so you can find everything you need there. But these come along with it. So 4 means we are going to complete Spooky Budgets and Agape's challenge card. And then all the other creators from that challenge are also in here. So we have successfully completed 1 card on that one. So that is exciting. Okay, so with that, we have completed our S'mores challenge binder. I'm going to put all my toys away here. Be nice and tidy. And like I said, we put the money here. So what we'll do when we've decided that we've finished a set and we're ready to pull the money for that sinking fund, we'll just pull the right amount out of the bank back here. So loving this, knew I would, watched other people, just had to have it. Hope you enjoyed watching. And if you're interested in getting another tiny style savings challenge, go check that out. It will be linked below. All right, so with that, I have finished up our Tiny Tuesdays. I'm so glad that we have a Tiny Tuesdays again. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We are trying to grow our subscriber count and grow the channel and have more people come along for the journey. We have a freebie coming out once we hit 400 subscribers. So if you're already there, by the time you watch this, you might go check my Ko-fi because it will be there. And I, of course, will let all of you know when I post that. I appreciate each and every one of you and the time you spend hanging out with me. It really does mean the world. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you when I get back from Orlando. Until then, y'all hang in there. Bye.